Hey, what's happening, guys? We are here at Thrifty Beaches. This is our first of many to come for our series on Beyond the Merch. We're gonna sit down with Adam Kemp and talk a bit about Thrifty Beaches, how it started, what they have going on, and what you can look forward to. So I look forward to jumping into this with you guys. Let's go. Welcome, my friends, to Beyond the Merch. So we're at Thrifty Beach today, and we are with
Adam Kemp.
Adam Kemp. Adam Kemp is either known as the one-wheel sheriff, the buying king, or the king of merch, whatever you want to call him. So we're starting this new series out, and we want to go behind the merch and kind of talk to different business owners in the area, people that deal within merch. And I thought it was be a good idea to come here and chat with you.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about your story? Like where did Thrifty Beach come from?
Long story short, I was a full-time DoorDasher and a full-time student and a full-time wrestler all at the same time. I graduated in 2023 and I started getting my MBA in 2024 from Cal Poly. But back in 2020, like 2021, I just moved to SLO, transferred from Fresno State, and I was struggling to like furnish my apartment and also just like dress myself. So I started going to like a lot of thrift stores, and I went to Goodwill Outlet and I just saw like pandemonium in there. It was just like chaos, and I remember like leaving feeling like hella discouraged, and I said to myself like, man, those are some thrifty bitches. Sorry, I don't know if I could swear, but I was kind of motivated to go back because it was just so unlike anything I've ever seen. And people don't act like that unless there's something at stake, like something to gain. And so when I started going back and just looking around, I realized that people were reselling things, and I realized that those entities, they throw a lot of stuff away. They spend a lot of money on their trash compactor. So there's like a huge overuse issue in the United States, and I just saw an opportunity to kind of buy a lot of stuff that could potentially be thrown away and try to get something for it. And that's kind of how I started. But now we try to resell collectible stuff, and we try to kind of catch people before they go donate stuff for free, and we try to offer them money for their clothes that they're going to give away anyway.
Essentially, this started from being broke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And with that, and tell me the difference. So you're not a thrift store. So what is the difference between a thrift store and a vintage store? Because a lot of people are saying like, oh, we went to that new thrift store downtown, and it's not a thrift store. So what would you say makes the difference?
I would say curation. Most thrift stores, like true thrift stores, they're not curated. They get donations, so they get an influx of goods and they just put the goods out, barring that it's like has like poop stains or something crazy, which I have seen in like true thrift stores. We pride ourselves on trying to be curated. So, we have way over 30 employees, and each and every one of them strives to make sure that we're putting out like the best stuff.
All right, so we are here with Christian. You work at Thrifty Beaches.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit like what it's like to work here?
Oh, yeah. So first of all, the creative freedom is my number one. I've had jobs where they were pretty strict on what you can do, what you can't do. You're stuck in these like certain zones of the store. It's nice to be able to come in and ask Adam and Maria like, hey, where do you need me today? And be flexible and adaptable and be able to help them out in any way that I can. So
how would you explain the consumer that comes into this space, and how do you help so many diverse styles?
that's what's cool about Thrifty Beaches. It's different demographics. So you do have that college student that's working with the budget. You do have those families that are here on vacation and things of that sort and looking for different things. So it's all about communication and kind of connecting with the consumer and having them kind of come back. I feel like that's what helps a lot. I love style. I feel like there's a difference between style and trend, and helping people find their personal style is what I love personally.
And to somebody who hasn't been into Thrifty Beaches or discovered it yet, what would you tell them?
Oh man, literally you have to come in when you have time, because if you don't have an idea of what you're looking for, you could spend hours here. We have everything from denim, of course, Levi's, flannels.
A lot of motorcycle jackets too.
Oh my God, a lot of Harley Davidson, of course. And that's what's cool. We have everything for everybody.
We also have like a $10 bin store next door for people that aren't into vintage or, like high quality brands, and they just want, affordable stuff that isn't as high quality, I guess. Because
And for the bin store, that's a little bit more of a thrift store environment, essentially, right? Like the true bins environment. And that right now is only open select days, right?
yeah, Thursday through Sunday.
Okay. Do you get things from this store and throw it over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if stuff's been sitting for a while, we do put it next door, and we just try to keep our stuff like refreshed a lot because we get so much stuff in every day. We do about 60 to 100 buyouts a day.
Okay.
So
And do you handle all of the buyouts?
me and Maria,
You and Maria.
yeah,
Okay.
we do all the buyouts.
So what makes for you, like, what makes a good buyout, essentially? Like, what are you looking for in a buyout or somebody that might want to come in and sell to you? Like, I've seen some pretty large buys, right?
Yeah.
What's your highest buy?
50,000.
50,000.
Yeah.
What made that buy special, essentially?
The person brought like 14,000 items, and it was a wide array of styles, and it was a array of popular styles. This person that brought a lot of stuff, they had a lot of stuff that's in high demand. So
And you do a coin flip. So you're known for coin flips,
Yeah.
right? And in that particular, you did a coin flip,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So why did you decide to start doing coin flips? Was it for content, or did you feel like the coin was swinging in your direction?
that's a good question. A lot of sellers that come here, they like to do coin flips. So it kind of started from sellers wanting to do it. I'm not really like a gambling person, so
Yeah,
I don't like leaving things up to chance per se.
yeah.
But I think it's good for content, and it's good for interaction.
Have you won more coin flips than you've lost, or have you lost more than you've won?
Lately, I've been winning them. I feel
Okay.
like when I first started doing it, I was losing more than I was winning, for sure.
And so I'm going to ask, there is a big coin flip for a $300,000 pair of jeans that
Yeah.
happened, but we never actually got the answer. Are you able to share what happened there?
So they really wanted to reflip, and it was just such an emotional release when I thought I won that I didn't feel like flipping again. I know it sounds crazy, but I think to win a coin flip twice in a row, it just seems too hard to do.
You're
so.
not a gambler, but you know the odds in
Yeah,
that case.
yeah.
So you also are really well known for the one will situations,
Yeah.
right? The one will sheriff
Yeah.
coming around, which is not something we've talked about this outside of here, but it's not something you're proud of.
Yeah.
It's not you don't want to have to chase people down, but also you've given a lot of people opportunity. Can you kind of speak on like why you give people opportunity opposed to, you've helped these kids out and kind of speak to them,
Yeah.
opposed to just being like you're the worst person for the rest of your life. So what is your mindset about,
I do go after things that are mine. I do that in all aspects of my life, but I don't want to be the moral police because I know that I'm not perfect. I know nobody in this room is perfect. So I don't want to like super, super, super condemn someone and call them names and all this stuff because nobody's perfect at the end of the day. We've all had to do things. I've never really been the type of person to steal, but I've done other things I'm not proud of, and so it's at the end of the day, it just is what it is, So,
yeah, Adam Kemp has a heart.
Yeah, thanks.
We are in it's the third biggest retail space in San Luis Obispo. Did you expect yourself to be in something this big when you started?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it was always part of the vision.
Yeah.
So we have this location and the Santa Barbara location as well. What makes the two different, or are they one and the same?
They're kind of one and the same. I mean, I have some higher priced items over there, like some designer bags and some designer shoes and stuff. But since it is smaller, it's a little bit easier to keep eyes on them because it's in close proximity. Like it's still like a 10,000 square foot store, so it's bigger. I mean, it's big, but this is like 4 of those stores, So I'd say it's like really similar curation. I did about yesterday that I just posted on our Instagram in Santa Barbara, and then all that's going to go back to the Santa Barbara store and be priced and put out there. But it's the same concept, just
Same concept.
like some higher price things mixed in, some more valuable things mixed in.
I mean, it makes sense for the area as well, right?
Yeah.
Is there any trends that you don't understand but have to go with?
There used to be a lot of trends that I actually didn't understand, until I'm here every single day. Like I work every day basically. So, and I'm such an observant person that I sometimes just watch people shop. And when I watch people shop and like how they interact with other people, then I start to understand the trend, because a trend is just someone's style, and people hop on trends and they, adapt new styles. But I guess the answer is not really. Like sometimes when clothing's just hanging on the rack, it's like needing a person to put it on and like give it life and give it character and give it a personality. So people will come up to me all the time and say like, hey, I got this from your store. And I remember like buying that item, pricing that item, and then hanging it up. And now it's like, being used in, Giuseppe's and like a waiter is wearing it, it's something. So there's so many things I price. I'm like, it's not really my style. I don't really like this. But when I see someone else like wearing it and walking around town and like appreciating it, it's just cool, It's like,
Yeah.
it gives you like a vision for that piece of clothing. And then it's like, oh, okay, I get it. Like that fits that person,
Yeah. To anybody that wants to, maybe it's not this business or it could be a different business, but somebody that wants to either start a thrifting business of their own or any other business, is there any advice that you would give to your 18-year-old self? Well, you're 19, aren't you?
I would say start it now because I think that the future of retail is secondhand just because there's such a excess of materials and resources out there that it only makes sense in my mind. So I would just say start it now because like this could be replicated all over the globe. And, I really wanted one of the biggest stores in SLO to prove a point that there's such an excess of this stuff, like I could wipe this whole store out and blow it out and then fill it up again within, I'd say 2 months, It's just because everyone's closet is full of stuff they want to get rid of.
Do we have enough merch to hold us till when?
To dress the next 6 generations of people.
The next 6 generations of people.
Yeah.
So for people that are making merch, me being in the merch business, what would you say they should be conscious of? If you're going to be producing more clothing into this world, what do you feel are some qualifications that you should be considering if you're going to be adding waste to the world?
Yeah. Right now, I don't technically make anything. I resell things that other people make.
Did you do the bags as well?
I actually did, yeah. I have this bag right here that I made, I think about last week, I think. And then,
So you made all of those bags?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I make hand purses, ties, these kind of bags, and then I make a different kind of bag as well. Yeah, I started doing it, I think, as soon as I got out of high school. So it was something to do, and then I put them up on Instagram. People asked, hey, are these for sale? And then it just went off from there. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very
I
nice.
appreciate that. Yeah, and then I got a job off of Adam. He posted on his story. He's like, oh, if anyone knows how to sew or knows how to fix stuff, let me know. I didn't know how to fix stuff at the time, but I was only into upcycling. But of course, I slid up, and he said, oh yeah, we're opening up this new store downtown. He said we'd love to have you, and then that's basically how that happened.
And then why are these pants? Why are these pants like the ones that you're turning into? Like, why are they acceptable to be turned into shorts?
Well, sometimes they have like marks on the bottom, like right here. So for me to repair them, it would just take a little longer than expected. So let's say it took me like an hour for an example, and he wanted to sell this for like $30. Like the way that he's paying me wouldn't be justified to do that. So instead, he wants me to do like cut these in half, and then he'll still be able to make a profit. I'll still be able to make some money. So there's just some stuff like that.
Challenge and the burden then is like creating something cool and creating something that will be in high demand because ultimately the things that get thrown away most are things in low demand. I hate to say it, but I think if someone maybe has a design that you think could maybe go back to the drawing board a few more times and you could offer more constructive criticism to make it a better thing for like their business or I'd say maybe offering that design element because a lot of people have come to me with ideas, a lot of manufacturers to create merch and hats and stuff for this business, and I have to tell them sometimes like that doesn't necessarily align with what I want to do. Like send me another design. Like let's see if the next one Like we could, so just being more critical and more maybe constructive with it, maybe.
Yeah, makes sense. What are some of the key brands that you got? I mean, we have, so there's two different elements, right? There's the Levi customer who's
Yeah.
just like, this is a good quality of product. And then there's the Bape customer, right? Where this is just cool and I liked it for this amount of time. So do you believe like a Bape is making as good of quality as a Levi's? Or is it just, they're just good at selling hype?
That's a really good question. It's so hard to determine quality nowadays because I can determine it now because I've been in this industry and I've touched probably like millions of pieces of clothing. But I think back to before I got into vintage, and I didn't know much about vintage and textiles and stuff, and I was just a consumer. I didn't know what was quality versus not quality, really. It's not something I really thought about. So I don't know. I think a lot of these brands are just trying to make stuff the cheapest and get the most profit for it. So I wouldn't put it past them. Like, it's hard to touch old Levi's, which I've sold, sold like 10,000, 20,000 pair of Levi's. So it's weird to touch a pair of Levi's like that and then touch a modern day pair. And then it's really no comparison. It just feels like one's handmade and one doesn't feel handmade. So I think the bar for every modern company has been lowered considerably.
Makes sense. Yeah. Just automation
Yeah.
nowadays is really what it is. Just to kind of close this out, is there anything coming from Thrifty Beaches that you would like to share, or is there anything that we could look forward to that you're willing to share as well?
Soon, very soon, probably like the next coming days, I'm gonna start exclusive content, but I have really cool ideas for it. So that's kind of exciting. I'm actually really excited about that. So.
Like OnlyFans content, or
Yes. No, it's gonna be Instagram, like Instagram exclusive subscribers.
Oh, subscribers. So you're going to start a subscriber to where the subscribers are going to get exclusive access to product potentially that can't be accessed.
We're probably gonna do 20% off in store for being an exclusive subscriber, 20% off online, and then like a certain amount of free bins items a month. And we're gonna do like big giveaways a month. Like,
so if you're a subscriber, you're gonna you could show at the register that you're a subscriber and potentially get a discount on each purchase. You'll be entered into subscriber raffles.
Yeah.
So it's just it's a membership essentially for this subscriber.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Keep an eye out for the subscriber. I don't even know what to call it. Instagram subscriber.
Yeah,
OnlyFans for Instagram.
I think they just started doing it, but I had this idea because we buy a lot of designer stuff. I just bought this really nice Gucci bag that's like brand new in the box and stuff. We're gonna be giving it basically. I think our subscription will be like $10. So someone's gonna get, $2,000 purse for $10. Probably locally, so it's gonna be
wow.
sick.
Okay.
We're gonna do
so
something like that every month.
yeah, give me. I mean, I know that I said that was my last question, but
Yeah.
give me your thought process behind, because you straight up give things away a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you opened up the bins and you gave out 100 Carhartts essentially, and $10 is giving it away.
Yeah.
So what is your thought process there? What's going through your head in those moments when you're basically losing thousands of dollars to giving it away? What's happening there? Which I love it. Everybody loves it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I know it's bringing people out, but does that hurt you? Is it like, sometimes are you feeling like, oh, that was a lot to give away, or you're just like, I'll get more?
So there's so many questions, like so many things that run through my head, because that was what I wanted to build my business on a little bit. I'm actually guest lecturing at Cal Poly about this in a few days, but most businesses have an ad budget, and I don't really have an ad budget. The money I would put into advertising, I like to just give back to people. So if I would have a couple $1,000 ad budget a month, you just said I gave away, possibly $1,000 in Carhartt. So I think that's more constructive to just give it directly to the people instead of giving it to Instagram.
Makes sense.
Because, for example, I posted on our story last night, like we got over 4 million views in the last 30 days. And it says like 4.4 million views, 0.0% from ads. So,
it's working.
Whatever money I've given to, and like possibly like losing out just giving stuff to people, I think that drives up engagement more than an ad ever will. So,
I mean, it's just organic traffic.
yeah.
So, okay, perfect. Organic traffic. Give away Carhartts and you get views.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, I mean, it's super simple. This is behind the merch. I
Yeah.
really appreciate you taking the time
Thanks,
to
man.
chat with us.
Yeah.
And so you're buying daily. Where can people find you at? And anything else that you want to say goodbye to?
I'd say thrifty.beaches on Instagram. Give us a follow. Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. It's a good day to have a good day. Shop Thrifty Beaches.